Welcome back everybody to the No Edge, No Trade channel. I am Jomo and this is the channel we talk all things crypto trading. Today, something from the Oracle sector. Haven't been talking about oracles for a while. Very known oracle is, you guessed it, Link. But now I'm going to talk about something quite unknown, a gem, DIA, D-I-A, not the DA, not the DEA, right? This is not, everything about, it's the DIA, the DIA. And by the way, this is my opinion, it's not financial advice whatsoever. So everything I do is considered my opinion only. Learn what I do, and that's my intentions, to teach you how to fish just like I do. I catch the fishes, the big fishes, mega trades, and try to make as much money as a trader as I can. Anyways, back to DIA. Look, stay with me until the end, because by the end I will show you first a little bit of the fundamentals, what is DIA, second the price action and technicals, and the third and most important thing is how I traded this and how you can learn to trade this very specific pattern over and over again to make over a lot super performance gains, let's call it. Right, let's move forward a little bit. First, to the fundamentals of DIA. This is CoinMarketCap, and the first thing that pops out to us is this is page 4, number 313. This is underfollowed. This is the juice. This is what I love in crypto. I love to find underfollowed assets that show potential and by all means can be traded with a good size. And how do I know this can be traded with good size? Boom. Check this volume, over 100 million traded in this. Now maybe some wash trade or whatever, but you can see it's elevated as well. Volume to market cap, almost 100%. This is looking good. Circulating supply, just a bit of 50%. Not the best, but it can be traded, right? Can be traded. If you want to invest in this, I'm not an investor, I'm a trader. So go learn from someone that invests, or at least look at the token unlocks and whatever, right? Me, I trade this short term, a few days to a few weeks, and bam, leave a runner for maybe longer term, and that is it. So are we happy about this? Yes. Let's take a look at the markets. Boom, in Binance, Coinbase, OKX, KuCoin, all the good, juicy, saucy exchanges. Let's move from these fundamentals to the price action of DIA. Bam, this is the chart. Look at this kind of ugliness on the one side but beautiness on the other, and I will show you why. Okay, this is the second part I told you. This is the price action, and just quick, first of all, you can see that the inception was way back in 2020 when I told you oracles were all the rage. By all means, it moved with the market, made a huge move. Let's measure this move. It made a 400% move, so some people were happy. But if you got caught, with the action over here and you didn't sell, you were unhappy all this way down, of course. Now this is where it becomes interesting, all right? This is where it becomes interesting. So note, this inception I just talked about for you to understand, this is the past. This already doesn't matter. It's for over 4 years ago, right? So it doesn't matter. What matters is all this area. Look at this. After it went down, this is called a stage 4, by the way, a stage 4 decline. If you don't know what stage analysis is, you can go to my video about stage analysis and learn more about it, okay? This, after stage 4, what comes? Yeah, you guessed it, stage 1. What is a stage 1? Stage 1 is the neglect phase, when no one is actually looking at the asset, no one is looking at the coin, and no one cares about it. Now, we had a small move in 2024, back when everything moved. This was a full market move. This was not a asset specific move. You can see that in between, December and then in March, where everything peaked, this moved a nice move and showed that maybe there is renewed interest, but you could have just faulted it in just a market move, okay? However, this continued to its by all means still stage 1, but right now a new thing happened. Instead of just a couple of months of moving out, grinding with the market, we had a big push from the lows. Now this is where it comes really interesting, so pay close attention and let's dive right into this close specific price action, okay? Because as I said, this is where it becomes really interesting. You can see, and let me reduce everything, all right? Let me just remove all this nonsense, because you don't need all this. Oh my god, no, I do want this. Keep this, remove all the rest. No, Why are you such a cunt? Sorry about the words, sorry for the words, but you know how it is. Oh, fantastic, fabulastic. So this is what I want to, kind of put you into our focus. Look what happened over here. All of a sudden, from nowhere, this pushed in just a few days. And let's measure how many days, right? Let's focus. Let's get into the juice, right? And by the way, this last candle is not today. This is the 16th of October. I went back, all right, and replayed this chart for you to see before it exploded what happened, or before it made a continuation, right? So from this day, let's move it from over here. From here to here, 136% ish. So in one, all right, this is one, this is two, this is three. In this is 3 days only, we made over 130%, right? This is by all means impressive. This is something that one can note. Now, before I continue, I want you to understand that we moved part. This is the third part already. This is the third part of how to really trade this and how to understand this pattern. By the way, this pattern, I didn't tell you, is called a high, all right, tight flag. This was coined by the legendary trader Bill William O'Neill, right? You can check him out on Google. He coined this pattern's name. High tight flag. You can call it a velocity move if you want to, which Mark Minervini says. So this is how it starts. Initially, you need to make 100% move, preferably out of a neglect phase. This was the neglect, stage 1 phase. So when no one was looking at it, all of a sudden it made a boom, explosive short move. Now, it didn't give back too much. Let's measure the give back from this peak to this trough, roughly 40%. So it did give back quite a bit, but not much. I would rather it give 25% back, no more, then it really shows strength. But giving 40% after a very short explosive move is perfectly fine. And then, right, after this initial move, it started to move sideways, right? This sideways action is what you want to look for after, the explosive move. So the explosive move is, let's call it stage 1, all right, or part 1 of the pattern. The second of the pattern is to make sure that it didn't give back everything. So the less amount you give back from peak to trough, the better. That's the second. The third, all right, would be the sideways action. And it needs to be at least, all right, 2 weeks, more than 10 days, at least more than 10 days, 2 weeks. And if it can be a few weeks more, a month or more, that's even better, around a month, okay? So the sideways. And number 4 would be a contraction in volatility. You can see that if I put and kind of frame this will look like a pennant, right? Now, this will be, everyone is like, pennant doesn't work, whatever. I don't care about if this is a pennant, a flag, or whatever. But it looks like a pennant. Now, the beauty of a pennant is how the volatility of the price action contracts. If I will draw waves of up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, each wave is more contracted than the prior wave, and that is the number 4, right? The stage 4 of this pattern, which is the contraction in volatility. This is it. By this point, all right, by this point, you want to really hone in and be ready. Now, I was ready with our team, all right, with our group. I was really ready with our group. And just to make sure that you don't think that I just talk the talk and I do actually walk the walk, this is the trade. Look at this. This is Jomo Trader. You can see that this I actually copied from the trading view on the 14th of October. This is a timestamp. So this is not from today. I'm not, kind of cheating over here. You can see October 14th within my Patreon. I told people to buy this between 5 to 12.5% position size, and I actually told him to buy first entry and to add on the breakout. So you could have doubled. You could have, this trade could have started 12.5% and actually go all the way up to 25% of your position of your total account. So if you had a $100,000 account, you could have had $25,000 in this trade. By all means, a big position, right? So I told them what exactly to do over here, and you can see that I have more trades, Hoppy Trade and so on, OM. These are good trades, all of them really profitable. So if you're interested about, you know, following me, and just click on the first link in the description or in the comment section and just choose any one of these. Doesn't matter, read it at your own time. I'm not going to sell because I don't really care. If you don't want, don't come. If you want, come, because I just want to make sure that I teach you how to fish and give you the fish. I do the heavy lifting, but this is just amazing. I just love this explosiveness when this happens. So I showed this to my entire group as I show all the best trades that I can. And as you can see, this is why. This is why. Number one, after neglect phase, boom, an explosive move of a few days of above 100%. Number two, it didn't give back all the move, all right? It just gave a little bit back, in this case, 40%. Then, number three, moved sideways, right? Created a short-term base. And number four, created a contraction of volatility. I wanted to trade this on a breakout first above this line, all right? I wanted to go above this line because it had kind of a horizontal pattern, and then I wanted to add on the breakout over here of this last local high. These were the entries, and as you can see, I waited like a fisherman to the right. I waited with the hook, and look, all lo and behold, bam! Bam! Both of my, entries got triggered. 25%. Let's say I have a $100,000 account. I had $25,000 on it from my $12,500 initially. Already made 50%, so over $6,000 from this one, and from this one, another 30%, so another $2,000 already in one day. All right, almost a $10,000 trade. Now, of course, I didn't sell it just yet. I sold into strength a little bit, of course, and I let this, play out. It gave back a little bit, went down to retest. That's perfectly normal, right? Continued the next day and bam, to new highs, and now it's a little bit in the sideways action again, creating what might be, all right? This might be a cap pattern. A cap pattern is when you have a pattern, and let me just remove all this, is when you have a pattern. By all means, this is the pattern that we had, the high tide flag, and then you have a breakout above it, and you create a second pattern like a cap, all right, like a cap above this breakout base, and now it wants to probably continue. I took profits of at least 50 to 60% from the position, and I want to see how this wants to react. Now, how can you trade this? First of all, now you can't get back, all right? You can't get back, but you can see in the future how you can find these high tide flags in other assets, or if this cap pattern can actually contract in volatility somehow, all right? Doesn't matter how, maybe next to these highs, contract in volatility, and boom, create another entry for a breakout. This is how you want to trade each of your entries. You want to see a certain type of contraction and a continuation. This is a momentum continuation trade, right? A momentum continuation trade, high tide flag. All right, everyone, look, this is what I have for you. I'm trying to teach you. I'm trying to give you the juice. Ladies and gentlemen. This is how I trade. High tide pattern is one of the patterns that I love trading. Look, I gave this to my group. You can join this group. You want to make money with me? Boom, join the group. Give me a try, see how it does. I will try to teach you my best and give you the fish, which are the trades, and teach you how to fish. By all means, become a professional fisherman just like me. This is trading is a profession that once you hone it, you have it for life. These are timeless principles, and that's why I love it so much. Anyway, this is the explosive, amazing high tide flag. Love it. Until next time, no edge, no trade. Cheers, everybody.